Katie Gearlds earlier than usual. Thanks for joining us. This is the time where the season starts. How imperative is it for this team to get off to a strong, commanding start with Wisconsin?
Obviously conference play from here on out. For us, starting the game strong and finishing strong, trying to find a way to put 40 minutes together against a team that's going to play really, really hard. If we don't match how hard Wisconsin plays, we won't win a game. We have to be able to play as hard as they do. Because they're skilled inside. They got a couple shooters on the outside, but their MO is they just play really hard. And if you allow teams to play harder than you, then they're gonna stick around, or they're gonna wipe the floor with you. So we got to play hard.
Sounds like I'm beating a dead horse here, but are we gonna see Rashunda soon?
What time does that come out, Ian? What time does that report come out? 3 hours before the game.
Thank you. Yeah. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
I mean, has she been practicing?
She's been. We've been able to get her back on the court. So she's been out there. It's just a matter of game time. Trainers tell me it's good, and then she'll be out there.
How much has this extended break maybe helped her?
Yeah, no doubt. Just being able to get 100% healthy. Obviously, would have loved to push her and play through some things but in the long run, the conference season was the most important part of our season. So, she looks good. I expect her to give it a go and see what happens.
One more with her.
Yeah.
What have you missed without her on the floor?
Speed. I think some points off the bench. I think the game just changes for us when she's in the game.
Mm-hmm.
Her ability to get to the rim, in transition, her pull up in the half court, and then honestly we miss, somebody pressuring the basketball for 94 feet. Abby tries to do that, but we also want Abby to score a lot of points, so Abby has to do a lot. So now when Rashunda comes in, she gets a little bit of a break. So hopefully she can change the tempo for us. 3 hours before the game on Sunday, you'll find out.
Yeah. Avoiding the slow
Saturday.
start, knowing how long the break has been. It's been over a week since you played. So, what's the key, to these games, avoiding that sort of conundrum that you run into, typically offensively, when you enter
When you
the
have some
second
days
half?
off, I think we've come in and we've had some really good focus practices. We were able to scrimmage each other a little bit. Got some guys back today for practice, so we'll be able to get up and down against them a little bit. I think we've done enough to kind of find our legs and find our lungs again. Home game, we've shot it pretty well, knock on wood, here at home, so hopefully that continues. If you're going to do anything in conference play, you got to protect your home floor, and that's number one priority tomorrow.
I think you want Janae to look for her shot a little bit
It'd
more.
be nice.
Are you seeing signs of that at least?
She's actually done a really good job of being aggressive in practice here. Obviously, you get in league play, everybody knows your tendency, everybody knows what you're going to do. We expect teams to double off of her. We expect teams to sit in the gap because she is such a dynamic passer and wants to pass first. But challenging her to take shots in practice so it translates, so she doesn't feel like she's just, green to it in game flow. Yesterday in practice she knocked a couple jumpers down, and when she can get one or two to go, it just kind of opens everything up for Caitlin inside, Mary Ashley inside, and then some driving lanes. So for her, it's getting in the paint and finishing plays, taking the shot and not always being a passer.
And Coach, I wanted to just get your perspective on just the turnovers and maybe the overreaction that you see when you look at the box line. You say, 16 turnovers, 20 turnovers. How should just us as viewers and us as watchers gauge?
It's the live ball turnovers that get us in trouble, right? You can kind of live with some dead ball turnovers where, we're trying to make a pass and it goes out of bounds, or we're being aggressive and, there's a travel or a moving screen. You can kind of live with those. It's the live ball turnovers that allows team to get an open floor. We're not very dynamic in the half court, so we've got to make sure we're getting a shot up every time. Here over the last few days, if we've passed up an open shot, it's a whistle blown, hey, we got to take that shot. And then trust, JT Excuse me, JT's a great offensive rebounder. Mary Ashley crashes the glass hard. Kenna comes in and gets hands on ball. So just trusting everything and just doing your job. That if you miss it, so what? Someone else is going to go get it. Because if we pass up an open shot, it normally turns into a turnover.
With Mary Ashley, does she have enough game experience now that she's moved past that freshman stage a little bit, and is she taking a step into the
she can't be a freshman anymore.
Right.
I think just her and and Shonda to an extent too, who've played quite a bit. We can't have freshman mistakes. When Soph and even Kenna, I think Kenna falls into that just because she's a smart player. When Soph and Em come in, we see that we're going to have some of those freshman mistakes, but they've gotten more and more comfortable with MA. I mean, she plays almost 30 minutes a game. We ask her to do a lot in ball screen coverages, but I think she's starting to feel more and more comfortable. And just once the game really, really slows down for her, I think it's starting to, but it's still sped up in her head. She's going to be really helpful for us in the stretch.
Can you really rely a lot on your post play? With Sarah Williams, 6'4", leading scorer for Wisconsin, being the smaller team, in a way. How do you just make sure that your post players avoid, bully ball and, don't run into the, trying to crash into a wall and, getting.
Yeah, I mean, well, she averages three blocks a game, so you got to make sure we're burying her deep and scoring. They like to double too, so we got to score before the double comes. And on the other end, we got to make sure she's playing in the crowd. We got to be physical with her, push her off the block, not let her get easy touches. The most important thing for her is when she shoots it, she's such a great offensive rebounder. So you got to expect her to miss it and put a body on her and not let her get a second chance.
Who's somebody that you've seen in practice, maybe that you're just really excited to really showcase in this second half? Yeah, besides Rush.
No, I think we talked about it after Indiana State. I think Sophie's starting to understand a little bit more on the defensive end. What we expect from her. I think there's going to be some mistakes, but when you can put her out on the floor with a veteran crew, they kind of cover up some of those things that she's still learning and pushing through. She just gives us another score and someone who's not afraid to put the ball up.
All right, Coach. One last question for me. What are three goals for the new year for yourself?
For ourselves, we just got. My job is to keep getting better. Keep helping our team get better. If we can do that every single day, that's all my focus is. Maybe lay off a couple things off the court that'll help my belly a little bit. But if we keep getting better out here and our kids keep working hard, protect our home floor, I still believe in this team. We all believe in what we can do. I think we have a chance to kind of upset some people that don't quite believe in us anymore.